Welcome to a new era of intelligence. The CCIM Tech Launch! Well, excuse me. Beautiful. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Let's hear it for our DJ. Philadelphia. My sweet, chaotic laboratory. We built a nation here with just quills, candle, and no idea what we were doing. And yet, nailed it. I am Benjamin Franklin. I'm an inventor, a printer, a diplomat, and the only man in history who looked at a thunderstorm and said, I'm gonna go poke that. Behold, my finest idea. A key and a kite and a thunderstorm. Do you know what my colleagues called that? Ben, don't! And yet, electricity. And now I arrive into the future, and you people have a Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Was it? Hey, I signed the Declaration of Independence, and you all make me sign into a network? And what is this? You've captured electricity and put it on a stick? Still spicy. But truly, look at what you have now. No kites or anyone risking their life for discovery. You cowards. No. Geniuses. What you have is far more powerful. You have data. You have analytics. You are doing in seconds what used to take me a storm, a string, and a near-death experience. This industry does not stroll anymore, it sprints. Markets move faster. Clients expect results faster. And walking into a deal without insight, well, that would be like walking into a storm with a kite, blindfolded. Being like, I'll figure it out. Don't recommend. For years, this platform has helped you analyze markets, evaluate sites, walk into meetings like you already shook hands with the future. Again, I invented the handshake, you're welcome. But today is not about where we've been. Today we harness the storm without a kite. But before we unveil what's next, we need to hear from someone who has not been out in a thunderstorm. She's been in a laboratory, building, refining, evolving, turning raw data into something you can actually use. What the heck is that? Crazy, the future. The vice president of CCIM Technologies, the only person in this room who understands sight to do business better than I understand syphilis. Please give it up for Carol Campbell, CCIM.
Oh, Oh, Lord, how am I supposed to follow that? I thought I had energy, but he is something special, that Benny, right?
See me after, Carol.
Okay. Thank you, Benjamin. And thank you all for being here. This is such a special moment, and we appreciate you sharing it with us. This isn't just a product launch to me, as you may know. I've had the privilege of being with Site to Do Business now for 22 years, and I've seen a lot of change. And to be honest, today feels like I am renaming my 25-year-old child. So yes, to say there are emotions involved is certainly true. When Site to Do Business was first introduced, it wasn't just innovative, it was disruptive. And I think for those of you who were here then, you would agree with that. It gave CCIM members something that other organizations did not have access to, the ability to see markets differently. It gave you the ability to not guess, to not rely on instincts when you're making deals or presentations, but to actually analyze, validate, and prove decisions with data. And that changed things. It changed how deals were evaluated, it changed how clients were advised, and in many ways, it changed the expectation of what it was to be a CCIM. Because suddenly, you weren't just knowledgeable, you were equipped. And we want to continue to equip you. So today's Site to Do Business, we're going to acknowledge it gave us the foundation for what we're launching. It gave us the credibility in the market and trust from our members. And the most important part of that journey has been people along the way. So if you'll bear with me, we're going to do a little exercise here because I want to honor those of you who have helped and participated in this evolution. So I'm going to start with the CCIM Tech board members. Would you please stand? Just hold your applause to the end. I just want you to see how many people in this room have impacted. CCIM Tech board members, thank you. CCIM Tech Advisory Committee and ambassadors. Come on, we got more in here than that. Past board members. Are there people in the room that are past tech board members? There you go, Andy. Yes, ma'am. And Adam. And Brad. 102 instructors. Do we have 102 instructors in the room? People who have taught Site to Do Business. All right. All right. What about any of you have ever logged in? And if you haven't logged in, shame on you. So there's one particular person, I was so hoping he would be here today, but he was such a pioneer and was so devoted to this cause many, many years ago. His name is Jay Lucas, and he isn't here, but I do want to acknowledge him publicly, thank him for his tenacity in wanting to provide something for CCIM members that no one else had. Ben and I happen to live in the same city with Jay, and we will be taking an award back to him that says you are as unique as a $2 bill, because he gave out $2 bills to people that he cared about. All right, now let's move on to our partners. We have some great partner products and some partners who are here with us that we want to acknowledge. Pargo, we got Eric Pollard and Brian Dial. Hope I said that right. From Citus, Joe McBride, formerly from, can I say that, Joe? Formerly from Moody's, and Carla Kraft, who is also with Moody's. And Esri team, if you would, make your way up to the stage, please. So 20 years. I remember the day so perfectly. October 1st, 2006. We switched from our first provider to Esri. Since then, Site to Do Business and Esri have almost become synonymous. So people will say, I logged into Site to Do Business and I needed to run a map. Well, what they're really talking about is some of the Esri tools. And we're so thankful that we are synonymous with them. So we want to honor them today. Oddly enough, they honored us in Redlands, California in the summer for the 20 years. So we're honoring them back today in front of all of you. So thank you. Thank you, Esri. Thank you for your continued partnership and support. And let's do another 20. All right? This is Jim Higgins, Ashley Cashin, Greg Katz, and Dennis Kaplan. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Picture. Do you want to get in the middle here, Carol?
No pictures. That's all you. They're whistling at you, Ashley. All right, thank you. So without all of your support, none of this would have happened, as we know. So now let's move on with the program. I would like to introduce, before we look at the future, we are going to take a little reflection of the past. So with that, let's talk about someone from the past. Our previous tech board president, Richard Juge, who is a few.
Carol and I have had a running joke for the last year and a half that whenever we disagree, we start with the word respectfully.
Respectfully.
Right. So respectfully, Carol, thanks for saying I represent the past. I
Yes.
really appreciate it. All right. Hey, what an awesome night. What a great time. I do want to say, as I get started, I called Jay Lucas about a year ago or 9 months ago, whenever it was, and I said, hey, we're going to go on to this whole renaming, rebranding thing. And he says, it's going to be the toughest thing you ever do. And I was like, oh, Lord. Anyway, so here we go. I was supposed to bring proof of how long I've been around, and that is that I have a hat that says STDB Online. That thing is going to show up at the foundation auction in pictures. And this thing has been in my closet for like 25 years or so. So it's going to be a hot item. That's number one. Okay. Hey, I've been around CCIM since 1992 with my chapter. And then I got involved in 94 at a national level as a volunteer. And I had a front row seat in 1999 when they started the Site to Do Business. And of course, I was on the fringe of the organization at that time and was amazed, because to really understand what was going on at that moment, does anybody remember what was happening in 1999? Huh? Y2K, right? And then does anybody remember this .com thing that was happening? And then it turned into a .com boom or bust or bubble. And yet we dipped into our reserves at that time and invested in a technology company. And to tell you how bold that was, the NASDAQ lost 77% of its value that year. 77%. So we made a motion as a board to assess all of us $135 per person. It damn near added, I think, 50% to our dues. And to say it was controversial would be an understatement. It was bold, it was gutsy, and definitely controversial. But what matters today is that it worked. And survey after survey, when the Institute surveys our members and we say, what's the number one member benefit, what do you think you say? Site to Do Business. Very good. So, yeah, it's also, if you think about it, we have what is really a 27-year-old technology companies. How many technology companies have lasted 27 years? Think about that. Prodigy, you know, all those kinds of lovely companies. All right, so, but we have had some educational experiences along the way. I won't torment Carol with the events of 2014 and that dirty word Intelligent, we won't say that. But I will say this, that by far and away, one, if not the best decision we've ever made was to hire Carol Campbell. Can you give her a round of applause, please? Oh, yeah. Very nice. I didn't even do this, Carol. I didn't even do that. They did it on their own. So, and look, even through all the ups and downs, one of the things that the Site to Do Business and the tech platform has done for us is it raises outside revenue. I don't know if you're aware, but about 1.5 million, I think it's 1.4 million of revenue comes from outside sources, meaning outside of our due structure. And what do we do with that money? We take it and we invest in other products and then spread it out largely to you. So in that sense alone, it's been really a good value and a good deal for us. And recently with the help, I'll give Andy some credit. She laid the governance groundwork before I got there, so I could take all the credit up here today. And just this year, by the way, we increased our balance sheet, that's a good thing, $200,000. So 1 year, yeah. All right, so that's really it. I guess I get to represent the past and now turn it over to the present, but I think Timmy or Benny or whatever your name is coming up to make this segue. Thank you.
Richard Huge, everyone. Now, every great invention has a story. Mine involved a kite, a key, and 0 adult supervision. But this one, years of innovation and far fewer bad decisions. So let's take a look back.
Since 1999, the most successful commercial real estate professionals have used Site to Do Business, otherwise known as STDB, to enhance their professionalism, better serve their clients, and more importantly, make more money.
Search our extensive business list database to build a competition map, prospect, or simply understand the business makeup of an area.
All these comprehensive resources have been integrated into one easy-to-use and affordable site.
The great thing about STDB is it's an enormous value. If we had to go out and replicate the data that's available in this system, it would probably cost us anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000 or more.
We're excited to report that it appears as though STDB.com, the fully integrated STDB that you have come to know and love, will be back before the playoffs begin.
little bin right there. That's good. Okay. Well, we've honored the past. So many buttons. Hit me, DJ. Yep. And now we go where I only dreamed of going. Space. I looked at the sky and guessed. You looked at data and knew. Curiosity became electricity. Data became precision, and this is a launch.
CCIM Technologies to CCIM Institute. Ready for brand launch? Copy?
Copy that. Ready for launch.
Initiating countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Houston, we are live! Let's give them koozies! Throw them out! Throw them out! Let's hear it for our drum line! Wow, that was amazing. Houston, we're live. We got people passing around koozies and other things. If you want an Intellisite shirt, it says post about Intellisite on social media. I assume you know what that is? And then show us at the CCIM Tech booth, second floor mezzanine. It's also where the networking lounge is. This is where new ideas and deals happen here. So if you all left here, kept walking until you find the stairs that move, you'll make your way all the way up. If that thing is not working, it's not broken down, it's just temporarily stairs. And you can walk right up and network with each other. Now, Carol, you and me are going to have some fun later. Now, this isn't just a new name. It's a new orbit. Welcome to the future of CCIM Tech, Intellisite. And please welcome back my favorite person here so far, Carol Campbell! Oh.
Once again, thank you, Timmy or Buzz or whatever your name is now. So I have one thing to say before we talk about Intellisite. STDB, farewell, old friend. You have served us well. But Site to do business is now Intellisite, and we're so excited. It's not just a name change. It's not just a logo change. We've done that in the past. Well, not the name change. It represents a fundamental shift in how we think about data, how we access it, and how we're going to teach it. Obviously, it took months to figure out what we needed to build a new website, to what our brand looked like. But the name, Richard alluded to this, that was a feat. We started with about 250 names, and how we got it down to one, that's a whole book. But I did want to acknowledge one person, because we asked you guys to submit names. And I believe the person who submitted the name, Intellisite, is in the room. Cliff Bogart, are you here? Yeah, there he is. So thank you for our new name. We couldn't be more excited. We really couldn't. We've been serving small to mid-size commercial real estate professional companies for many years. But let's be honest, the industry's evolved. With AI and big data, we needed to accelerate. We needed to have the ability to innovate. And with Intellisite, we do have that. Intellisite is about turning intelligence into results. In a few moments, if I were sitting in your seat, I would want to know, okay, well, what does all this mean to me? So in a few moments, Ben and Brian are going to come up and they're going to cover some of the things that are different, some of the new tools, some of the new capabilities, but they're going to also talk to you about what hasn't changed, because I don't want people in this room to be nervous and say, ooh, all my stuff is going to be gone. We're going to reassure you about that. So thank you again for your time today. I'm now going to invite to the stage our current board president, Craig Finfrock, CCIM, and let him talk a little bit about what we are doing now, and then in a moment you will get to see our new brand video. Thank you all so much.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Carol, for your steady and insightful leadership. These past 22 years have gone by in a flash, haven't they? This is truly an exciting time. I think I was at the right place at the right time to be involved with CCIM Tech. What is happening now and what is being launched here today is transformative, not just for CCIM, but for the entire industry. We've rebranded, rebuilt, and renamed the tech platform with cutting-edge technology. Intellisite, it kind of just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? It's more than just an advanced site with advanced capabilities, but it's far more user-friendly and intuitive. The new Intellisite capabilities include new tools such as quick reports, benchmark demographics, a new financial calculator, and now our newest breakthrough, Intellisite LM. This is a major addition to the new platform, and thanks to Bryant Cheeley for all your hard work making this happen. CCIM Technologies is now on solid financial footing, as Richard alluded to. We've been able to fund the new Intellisite rebrand, relaunch, rebuild completely out of cash flow. That's pretty significant. We are now in a much better position to embrace our for-profit model. Intellisite's expanded capabilities ease of use, and new design put us in a position to white label Intellisite for use by other organizations and companies to brand as their own. Our partnerships strengthen our platform. Our long-standing, and I put relationship, and I crossed it out, and I said partnership with Esri is stronger than ever before. And it goes back to practically the future, or back to the beginning. Our relationship with Moody's has been completely improved. And this is going to help us grow. And thank you for the people at Moody's here today, Carla and Kevin, for your support coming here today. Our relationship with, we are also partnering with Mark Seipert. We all know Mark, on Economics Atlas, bringing commercial real estate performance index to markets across the country. So now, CCIM Tech is developing new ways to connect our members and subscribers to Intellisite. We have fully reorganized and expanded the Learning Center. Thank you, Ben Wilson, for your hours of work on that. We have also revamped the in-person training program and have a new virtual training program to follow. We have a new Intellisite webinar series, which will be starting back up next month. Will Curtis, thank you for that. There is a new reinvigorated marketing strategy, including corporate outreach led by Ben Wilson. And thank you, Reese and Liz and Ashley, for all your help with the marketing launch. We have a new ambassador program, which is helping us connect directly with our chapters. And thank you, DK, for carrying that on. And we are about to introduce a new advanced training program to recognize and elevate our most proficient users. So please get on there as soon as you get out of here and check out the new Intellisite. We have a new University Alliance model, which is just about to be announced, and we're going to be bringing back our Tech Advisory Committee to help us introduce new products that we can continue to introduce. So CCIM has positioned itself for the future with Intellisite. We are leaning into AI to embrace the technological revolution and to provide our members with and subscribers with the latest new tools available. And with the pace of change in technology, this will be essential to our relevance in the future. So now, without any further ado, let's take a look at the rebranding. Bring it on.
Forever, users have had access to this incredible tool called Site to Do Business. It is now being rebranded, changed, modernized as Intellisite. Before Intellisite, the data was disjointed. Intellisite allows you to bring a lot of diverse information together in one place to make better business decisions.
One of the features of Intellisite that is new and evolving is having an embedded LLM inside of the system. We can use plain language, interact with the system as if it is its own entity, and it can talk back to us and provide reports, answers to questions, troubleshooting, and that is a game changer.
In creating this story map, it was my job to identify the right buyer for our property. And identifying the right property is positioning the property to the market in the right place. So we got to know not only financial information, but we need to know market data. We got to know demand. And so with Intellisite, it allows me to bring speed, accuracy, and a really nice presentation to my clients today.
Intellisite provides deep level analytics that historically have been only available to larger firms.
I come from a tertiary market, and so there's not really competitors that have the high level of data that Intellisite provides. So that helps me to be able to win assignments and close deals.
The brilliance of Intellisite is that it doesn't water down data to make it affordable. It still gives the deep analytic value, whether you're a broker, appraiser, property manager, lender, or even an investor. If you're not using Intellisite, you need Intellisite.
Well, you've seen the vision, you've seen the name, now let's see it work. Bring out the team who built the rocket.
STDB.com is now to Intellisite.com. What a time to be alive. When you make that switch and you refavorite that, you're going to see Intellisite.com. This is our new dashboard. And I am so excited about a couple of things that are here. So when you log in, you're going to see a lot of the same tools that you're used to seeing. You can see that you now have the ability to favorite. You have the ability to customize your home page. You've got the ability to toggle between your favorites. And you also get all the information that you used to have at the previous Site to Do Business page as well. Well, what I want to talk about today is something that I've probably gotten more emails about in the history of my time working in customer support. A couple of differences in the tools, but I also, for some of our people out here that like the dark mode versus the light mode, you now have the ability to change that up in the top right-hand corner. But the thing that I am most excited about, other than our favorites, and our news, and our learnings, and our is pictometry. Now, a lot of you have been using pictometry. In fact, you've probably gone through all of your views, haven't you? And I know this because I hear from you when you go through your views. Life is about to be better. Unlimited views, no usage restrictions, and you change for all of our new Intellisite users. Also, data now available in Canada. So for my Canadians in the audience, exciting news as well. Next, I'm going to turn over to Brian Shealy to talk a little bit about our site economy.
Economics Atlas. Let's say together. Economics Atlas. We've been hearing a lot about AI in commercial real estate, and with AI, you hear a lot about predictive analytics. It's been a lot of smoke and mirrors, in my opinion, thus far. What Mark has here is one of the best applications for predictive analytics in real estate that I've seen to date.
This is the next evolution of the performance index we all know and love, offering MSA level details, whether you're looking for your demographics, your macros, micros, market positions, it's all here. I don't have enough time to explain this in detail, but I encourage everybody to go to Regency Ballroom A immediately following this. Mark Seipert is going to give a detailed overview, and this is really, really fascinating. This is the closest thing we have to a crystal ball as the CCIM community. The next thing I want to talk about is the financial calculator. We know this from 101. We love it. We breathe it, we try to apply it. This is a web app version of it, all of the same tabs that you're familiar with. You'll see them on the left instead of along the bottom. But since it's a web app, this runs on an iPad, your phone, however you'd like to run it. And once we perfect this, we're gonna take a stab at the rest of the business forms as we know them. But I think this is a great place to start. And as we use that Excel form in the classroom, hopefully this is something we can begin adopting as practitioners. Last thing we'd like to talk about is Intellisite LM. We've had a dream for a long time at Site to Do Business, now Intellisite, to use AI to aggregate all of our data partners together. They all have wonderful information, but you have to access it in silos at the moment. And so this is somewhere we're starting to experiment with API calls to our data partners, as well as the chat module. We have some quick outputs there on the side. We've got street view maps, you've got satellite imagery, we've got the 3D globe view, and we're working on those 3D Google photolistic tiles as well. You can see you can simply click create a trade area with a click of a button. It's standard 5, 10, 15 right now while we develop, but that will be customizable. We'll click run demographics. You can see your basic demographic returns. We can search points of interest locations. You see, it shows your demographics for your areas as needed. You'll see CoreLogic right there on the bottom if you need a flood report. We can simply ask how many Cava locations in Baton Rouge. It's going to pull that from Database USA for us. We can ask about the population. Esri's going to give us that information. It's truly fascinating to see what's possible when we start working with all of this data together. And this is something that we're starting to build, but we're going to finish it as a community. So I invite all of you to come experiment with me, give me your feedback. This is built for CCIM by CCIM. So we're really looking forward to where this goes. With that said, what's not changing? The products. Everything you know and love that was on Site to Do Business yesterday is on Intellisite today. The projects you've created within Business Analyst will carry over. You're not going to lose any information. Your credits won't change. I'm sorry, Ben didn't refill everybody's credits overnight, but they'll transfer over. Your support team, Ben's not going anywhere. And the team you all know and love, we're here to stay, hopefully. So thank you all so much. Please come to Intellisite.com and let us know how you think.
Keep it going for the team. What time have I jumped into? Whew, with all this intelligence, you all must have an incredibly intelligent president right now. Aha! Please join me in welcoming who's going to tell us what's next. The CCIM Technologies Board Vice President and the man helping chart the course, Glenn Pruse.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you, Rocket Man. I want to be like you, and I've been trying to think of how I can do that, and I want to emulate you somehow. So I thought, looking at this picture last night, I declare in 2027 I will update my profile picture.
Very good.
All right.
Very good.
Hello, everyone. So if the past was about our vision and the present is about rebuilding, then our future is about leading. What we're building here today, it's not just a tool, it's becoming the intelligence leader in commercial real estate. AI will obviously play a major role in that, but it is not just a buzzword, but a real advantage. Where Intellisite LM evolves from answering questions to helping you make decisions. Where the platform doesn't just show you data, it tells you what that data means. And this is my favorite part. We are breaking down silos. No more jumping between tools. No more disconnected workflows. One platform, one experience, one source of information. And we're also expanding beyond CCIM. Organizations that want their own technology stack, like economic development groups and universities, can now have a product that's tailored to them. So think about that for a second. We now have a CCIM Technologies product that we can deliver as a white label solution. That is leadership in action. Yeah. We're deepening our partnership with Esri, expanding forecasting capabilities through tools like Economics Atlas. I said it right, Mark. And we continue to build a platform that gets smarter over time. And as Craig said, we will develop among our membership the next generation of advanced users. People who don't just use the platform, but they rely on it. For those of you that have asked for an easier way to access the data from our tech platform, this product is for you. For those of you that need quick, repeatable solutions to the site-specific data, this product is for you. So yes, we're launching a product today, but it's not just a platform launch. I want you to think about the bigger picture. This is the day that CCIM Technologies claims its leadership role and takes ownership of commercial real estate intelligence. Welcome to Intellisite.
Keep it going for Glenn. Let's watch this video.
Intellisite, this is Mission Control. You are clear of the atmosphere.
Mission Control, copy that. We are officially in a new era.
How's the view from up there?
Clear and expansive. We now have visibility across markets, data, and opportunity.
All systems check?
Analytics, go. Mapping, go. Data, go. Market intelligence, definitely go.
What's your mission from here?
Turn data into decisions. Decisions into deals.
Intellisite, on behalf of the CCIM Institute and every CCIM in the field, mission complete. Signing off.
Keep it going for the whole team. And let's keep this going. Up next, you all are invited to, Ballroom A for the next level market intelligence, unveiling economics atlas with Mark Seipert. They keep mentioning it. So that is, once again, Regency Ballroom A. Right outside that is a networking lounge. Don't forget to network. That's a big part of these forums. Let's hear it also for Encore Lights and Sound, DJ Adam, and Mad Beats. Send us out! Thank you all!